Hello, hello. I'm just waiting for the stream to see that it's live. I'm Billy, a content creator coach and business. All right, I think we're good. Perfect. Okay, finally, I'm here. I'm here. Awesome. Welcome, everybody. Happy full moon in Capricorn. I hope you're feeling amazing. I know for me, the last few days have definitely been intense, very emotionally intense, a lot going on, a lot of frustrations, just a lot of things, a lot of emotions, a lot of aggressive energy within me. So that's me being fully transparent as to how I'm feeling and what is going on. And I'm going to just take a moment to wait to see if more people join. Hello, Renegade Drake. Welcome, welcome. Um, One thing I do want to talk about, which I put in the post when I was doing the voting, and I'm really excited to share this with you. We're going to see how it unfolds, right? I'm hoping that this is going to be something really good. I'm definitely really nervous about it, and I'm really curious as to how you guys are going to respond. But right now, I've decided to make a school group. So, for those of you who are unfamiliar with school, it is another platform that we can engage on. And I'm making this school group because I would love to really take every single one of you that are here on YouTube with me and create a space where one, you'll have more access to me. We'll have Q&As, I'll do more lives, but also even more so, you'll be able to interact with each other and really support each other. And I'm hoping it could be a space where you'll feel safe to like share. And of course, just share as much as you feel like you'd like. But I want to, in this space, also bring in like more tips and tricks and like tools and books and things that I can share with you to help you on your journey and just really be there in a different way. So there's going to be like courses and stuff like there's a lot that I can give you on school on that platform. And for some of you who are familiar with it, like Aaron Dowdy, he uses school, Quasi uses school. It is an up and coming platform. So with that, I want to invite you to join me. Like I genuinely want to invite you to be there with me on the school platform. And I'm going to throw a link right now into the chat where you can join because I'm just starting it and like there's nothing in it. I'm offering you like just don't be surprised. Basically, what I'm trying to say. Don't be shocked when you go in here and like there's only one post. Okay. It's because this week I had a market yesterday and Friday, and I just haven't been able to create the content I want to create to put into this thing and like figure out the calendar to schedule stuff out. But I am looking to do like a tea time, like a Q&A tea time where we can just hang. Like we can hang, we could talk, you can get to know me, I can get to know you, you guys can get to know each other. I could be of support in whatever way that I can, and then also do live Reiki sessions. I have this idea to do like a meditation. It's just a matter of how often am I going to do, like, am I going to do this every week? Am I going to do everything every week? Figuring out that perfect timeline with you. So for right now, while I'm getting the group up and going, it is free. So anybody can join. All you need to do is create an account on school. If you join right now, it will be free forever as long as you don't leave the group. Heads up, I am going to start charging for this group. There will be like a monthly payment for it. Nothing insane, basically the same as like a cup of coffee. Like it's not going to be crazy. However, if you want to get that lifetime access for free, I suggest that you sign up within the next week. So that is the group. That is really exciting. I will talk about it more. If you have questions about it, let me know. But I really just want to create this environment where we can help each other to learn more about ourselves and like share. Like you guys have knowledge too. Every time I do these lives, the chat, what you guys share with me, like y'all have amazing quotes and you guys have amazing insight. And like, I would love for you to also contribute that to each other and help each other, right? It like takes a village. Like we're all here for each other. So I truly believe that here on that school group, we'll be able to create that type of environment. So like I said, if you join now, within the next week, you will have lifetime access for free forever, as long as you don't leave the group. Once I start charging a monthly fee, if you choose to leave, you'll have to pay whatever. But I'm, like I said, I'm not looking to charge you something insane. Think of a cup of coffee. So that is my exciting news. That is school. That's what I wanted to talk with you about. My head is spinning on like all the different things that I can bring to you. And of course, if there's anything that you want, I'm open to hear it. Like I'm here to just create the content and be of use and service to you. But let me stop talking about that so much. I will talk about it at the end again, though. So on that note, let's talk about this Capricorn full moon energy. Am an Aries rising and a Capricorn sun. I'm the Aries moon and rising and Capricorn sun. And I will tell you, this energy has been hitting me. Like, oh my goodness, this week has been really, really, really intense. So this is our second Capricorn full moon. There's 13 full moons in the year. This one, the second one, happened to be in Capricorn. The first Capricorn full moon was in the early degrees of Capricorn. This is in 29 degrees of Capricorn, so the end of Capricorn, right? Different energy between the two full moons. This one is definitely very intense. It is here. We are feeling it. But with this energy, something is coming to an end. Something is coming together. We are, reaching the end of something, whether it be a realization, a desire, something that we've been going through. Like the cycle is closing. That is what is coming up for us right now. So we're going to take a moment to reflect on this later through our questions. But I just want you to be aware, like an ending to the story is being experienced right now. And it might not be exactly today. It might be a few days later, a few days before, right? But like in this time frame, this is the energy that's coming up for us. And you might be feeling that something heavy has been lifting from you. I, however, on the opposite, I'm feeling the reverse. I'm feeling heaviness being brought on me, but we're all different, right? It's whatever you're going through, but just know if you are feeling lighter, it could be the energy behind this full moon. This is also a time where we might be experiencing heated emotions, a desire to stand up for ourselves, a desire to confront all that is coming up for us, right? We're having things just like coming up through the shadows. It's time to look at it. It's time to look at the reality. Don't run away from it. Let's like bring our focus inward on it. And you might feel as if things are building up on your shoulders. This is so that you can release it. Okay. So if you're feeling heavy, 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 this is that you can let it go and know that something new is on its way. And this is the time to look forward to what is new, what is coming for you. And also a time to look at your different options, right? Not just see everything as one way. Yeah. Rip me again, like finishing these hardships, good things are coming into your life. This is also a time where you might feel very extreme of like, you're ready to let go what you're tired of in your life. Like you've had enough. You're like, all right, I'm done. I'm letting this go. It no longer belongs here. Let's move on. That is definitely this energy. But allow yourself to focus on the future, planning work. This is a time for creativity. You might be getting intuitive insights and hits. So definitely take the time to connect to your higher self and the divine. Do some automatic writing. Do some like just genuinely like talking to your soul type of writing. That has been a goal of mine to do that more often than not. And I love it. It's like the best exercise ever. If you want me to explain more about it, I totally can. And powerful, intense lunation, focus on life lessons that you've been learning. This is about revolutionary changes, lots of emotion surfacing, focus on foundations that you're building, but ultimately you may be feeling inspired to envision the future and make bold plans. So that is this energy. Like I said, I'm like going through it. I'm feeling it in all those aspects of everything that I just read. So hello, Sabrina. Hello, Dr. Lynn. Welcome, welcome. That's everything I'm going to cover when it comes to this energy. Of course, you can look into astrologers. They will speak more about Eris. They'll talk more about Mars and Pluto. There are other aspects that are going on with this full moon that is bringing the intensity and helping us feel how we feel. I feel like I should say something So I will say this. One of the things you may notice about me on this channel is I do not go into the politics. I do not talk or discuss either side of anything. And I do that in twofold. One, I genuinely don't really pay attention to it anymore. And two, I'm doing my best to be able to be here and hold a space that can help you feel comforted, regardless of anything, your beliefs or anything like that, right? Like, I genuinely want there to be a space that you can just find peace. And that's what I'm here to do. That's what I'm trying to do. So if you're looking for more insights on the politics of all that stuff in the astrology, there are a lot of astrologers out there talking about that. I am not going to, basically. And we'll just see how everything unfolds. And my goal is to just continue to be here to just help you raise your vibration and help you just feel calm and relaxed and trusting and believing in that everything is always going to be okay. So I don't want you guys to think like, well, I guess I am a little absent. I'm like, I'm not ignorant. However, there's certain things that I don't feel is worth my energy, if that makes sense. So, that is that. I hope you guys aren't feeling too freaked out. And tonight we're going to just put that on pause, put that on the side, and let's just dive into ourselves and work on healing ourselves and focus on what we can do for ourselves and paying attention to that in order to help us move forward each individually, which would then attribute to the collective. So, that is my goal. Hello, Richard. Welcome, welcome. All right, so I got that out the way. And let's cleanse some energy. I could use a real nice cleanse right about now. So I'm gonna grab some Palo Santo. As we clear our energy, I'm just gonna read to you something that I wrote to help deepen this cleanse. So we're going to start with clearing our own energy. If you're unable to burn anything, all good. You can just imagine white light coming in, surrounding your body, entering into the palms of your hands, as well as the feet, as these are energy centers, and we want to clear them. If you can burn something, don't forget to like go across your hands and feet, as it will just help you feel more cleansed and clear. So I clear myself of all heaviness and fear. I release what is no longer meant for me. I ask pure, loving, uplifting light to fill my aura surrounding me. I ask powerful white, I ask powerful healing white light to enter each of my cells, upgrading them and providing me with a miracle healing emotionally, physically, and spiritually. I ask all my energy to come back to me, and I disconnect myself from any energetic connections that bring me down. I am light. I am love. I am free. I am me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're now going to move into cleansing the energy of the room. I'm going to stay seated just so I can stay on camera. You're welcome to get up and walk around. I'm just relighting this Palo Santo stick because if y'all work with Palo Santo, you know it doesn't always stay burning long. I ask all negative energy to leave this space. I ask loving white, gold, and blue energy to enter this space, filling it with positive, welcoming, nurturing, warm energy. Please allow this space to assist me on my journey, helping me gain more clarity and a deep healing. I invite my loving team to assist me on this journey. I am open to what is meant for me. I am open to receiving blessings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, if you need to grab a piece of paper and pen, go ahead and do so. We're going to hop into our journal questions. Welcome, Tom. I'm glad you made it right on time. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Sean. What's happening, y'all? I'm going to get Kuso. I'm going to butcher it. And Karabo. I'm sorry. I'm not the best with pronunciations, but hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. All right. We're going to dive into these. This energy is strong, strong. Yeah, this energy is wildly intense. Like, whoo, I'm ready for it to pass. Um, so we're going to start off with our first question for today, and it is going to be, I'm going to throw it in the chat. Oh, I nailed it. Oh, good. Um, Cutthroat questions this time. I don't know. I might have been in a nicer mood. So we'll see. Um, yeah, I don't think they're as deep as last time. Okay, anyway, what do you feel is coming to a conclusion in your life? So that's going to be our first question. I want us to just zoom out. Sometimes I find that sometimes it's challenging to realize what is happening when you're in the thick of it. And so I just want to encourage us to take this moment to zoom out and see, what is it? What is coming to a conclusion? So for this question, we're going to take 3 minutes, and like the song is 3 minutes and 26 seconds. So we're going to roll with this song. And yeah, let me just share my audio with you. And let me just turn on Do Not Disturb so nobody calls me. Okay. So let's just start answering this question. I'm glad that you like the I'm glad that you like the song, Sean. Um, Richard, you definitely will get closure. Also, if anybody needs a few more minutes to keep on writing, please keep going. But I feel like that was a little bit of time, so I think everyone might be good. Um, from the chat, my old life might mean leaving my job or moving. I just know something's coming. That sounds exciting. I mean, I just know something's changing. That's exciting. Um, for Sean, mourning your loss. Yes, I'm very sorry for your loss. But that's nice that you're coming to a place where you're feeling like you're moving on, like, you're moving forward. So that's really beautiful. I feel it to be having a stand towards self-love and self-favor, meaning I'm able to shut down whatever I feel doesn't sit right with me. I choose peace, and that can be walking away too. That's awesome. So beautiful. I'm really excited for you. My 17-year career is coming to an end. My true self is coming to light. The false self and confusion is coming to an end. I realize that I have been illuminated. Amazing. These are all so powerful and so wonderful. Thank you all for sharing. This is the reason why I want to create that school group. Well, this is the reason why I did create this school group. So like we can all like talk and share these things and inspire and encourage each other. Understanding of what family has been for me. I love that. For me, I feel like my financial situation is going to come to an end ideally soon. But more so releasing my stubbornness and desire for things to be the way in which I wanted them to be and really realizing the reality of what is and accepting the reality. And for me, it's recognizing something has to change and it's now. And um you guys know I'm always vulnerable with you. Um for me, one of the things with being laid off, it really knocked at my self-value in a sense, and I felt really knocked down. And these past 2 weeks, I really started to realize what I bring to a company and my worth again, and just that the the power that I have, and the knowledge and experience that I have, and really tapping back into it and recognizing how much so I really believe in also what I'm doing here on YouTube and in the candles. And instead of being shy about it all, like really stepping into all of this in a different way and, you know, just approaching it all differently, seeing it differently. So that's really where I'm coming from. Having that conclusion coming in my life of like, all right, it needs to be different and let's go. Overcoming low self-worth, stopping looking for answers outside of me and looking from within, not attaching external things accomplishes self-worth. Yes, I like that. Amazing. I'm excited for you, Tom. Such good stuff. All right, let's move on to our next question. Thank you all for sharing. I truly appreciate it. I think there's so much power when it comes to sharing our stories, because for me it always just makes me feel like, oh my goodness, somebody else is there too and they did it too. Like if they can do it, I can do it. I can keep on going. And I think it's just another beautiful way for us to realize that we're all more similar than we think and we're all going through similar struggles. So thank you all for sharing. Our next question, let's move on ahead. It is going to be, how can you better navigate your emotions? So maybe not all of you have been feeling this way during this energy. I have been feeling very intensely with this energy. So I want us to take like 2 minutes, something quick. Let's see if I could find a 2-minute song fast. But I just want us to take 2 minutes and really think about what can we do to navigate these intense emotions when we have them? How can we show up better? How can we, instead of bringing them to somebody else, how can we take them ourselves? All right, I'm gonna start playing some music and let's just think about. Hopefully that was enough time for you to think of some ways that you can better navigate your emotions. If you need more, keep writing. But I want to share with you some of the things I came up with just in case if they help you. And then I will read what was in the chat. So for me, things I can do better. Recognizing when I am having big emotions within me, sometimes I don't always recognize them and welcome myself to sit with them more. One of the things I like to do is distract myself. I like to distract myself by working or just adding more onto my plate in a way. So when I'm so busy, I can't think and like the emotion might be there under the surface, but there's other things that are on top of it. So I don't have to get to the emotion. For me, moving my body and working out is literally the best thing that helps me release emotions every time. So I had a Reiki session yesterday with somebody, and I will also share this with you guys, like doing hip flexor stuff, hip opener exercises. Stretching of the hips is a really good way to release sadness, to release grief. So that's something that we can easily do when we're like watching TV or like just in the house. So even if it's not like moving your body exercise that way, there's definitely something to be said when it comes to stretching. Another thing too for me is being better at communicating. I don't always like people to know when I'm very emotional. I don't like to share it. So I don't really communicate it to others. And then I may have a little bit more of an edge to me, but it's because there's all these emotions inside and I'm not communicating that, hey, I'm really like vulnerable and emotional right now. So doing better with that. Um, being more open to receiving comfort, also being kinder to myself when I am feeling big emotions. Yeah, sometimes we're just our own harshest critics. But another thing that I always like to do is to write it all out. So really taking the time when I'm feeling these ways, I've been doing it. I need to write tonight after this, after we do the moon ritual, but just writing it through, feeling through the emotion. And then the other big thing is like releasing the thoughts and not ruminating on them, right? So like we have the big emotion, we have all these thoughts, and then we stay in the thoughts and we like keep playing them over and over and over and over. So for me, it's definitely getting better at letting the thought go as I release the emotion within me. Um, so in the chat, um, calm and belonging, I love that. Like the 3 minute mile. Um, I'm not sure. Tom, you have to explain to me what that was for. I believe you've helped us all in some way. Oh, that's really beautiful. Thank you. I'm looking for purpose. I love that. So from Drake, journaling, meditation, and energy clearing, looking for what needs to be released. Yes, I love that. Navigating emotions can be a challenging task, but it's a valuable skill to develop. By acknowledging and accepting your emotions, you can begin to understand what's driving your feelings. Absolutely, 110%. Detaching and bringing awareness to the breath and not letting emotions control my actions, instead looking at emotions for what they are, energy, like visitors that come and go. I love that. Yeah. Um, emotions are literally just visitors. So, so, so true. Not necessarily navigating them, more like controlling them so they don't control me. I like that perspective. Um, yeah, to not be as reactive, right? Not allowing the emotion to control us. Mindfulness and reflection can help you identify patterns and gain insight into your emotional state. With time and practice, you can develop healthy coping mechanisms to manage your emotions. Absolutely. So, so true. Um, yes, definitely one way to do it for sure. For me, I think it's Netflix and ice cream. Saging directly on the chakra that I feel is unbalanced helps a lot. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. Hello, Valerie. I saw a for Tom, I saw a bunny, funny video on Twitter that said twerking removes traumatic feelings in the hips. Yes, I think I totally saw the same video that you saw, but yes, it is that. Um, you're not looking for what you did not have. Richard, I'm not quite sure what you're asking for in regards to that question. So if you can give me more insight, that would be great. Um, Oh my God, I stretched last night and today's sadness is here. Oh wow, thank you. Yes. Stretching helps release sadness. So if you can just like feel it through and maybe if you can stretch some more, but go at your own pace, right? I definitely feel like when we rush too much into something, it doesn't always serve us. So sometimes trying to do all the work at once actually can be a detriment. So yeah, Netflix and ice cream is like my thing. And it's vegan ice cream, of course. I don't eat dairy. But those are two of my coping mechanisms of I just want to run and hide away. And I'm literally obsessed with Velvet. Like I'm on season 3 right now and it's consuming my mind. And all I want to do is watch it, but work needs to get done. Yeah, rumination happens around full moon sometimes for me. Hypnosis works. Yeah, totally. I'm actually going to be doing a hypnosis session with the what's her name? Hold on. Her real name's Sarah. Give me a second and I'll find her on YouTube. I want to say she's the Love Hypno ASMR, Loving Hypno ASMR. So her name's Sarah. I'm having a session with her on Wednesday that I'm really looking forward to. Yeah, she was moving it totally. Walking helps a lot too. Yes, yes, yes. So many good ideas. Thank you all for everything in the comments. Anybody who's struggling with figuring out what to do, here are a ton of different options. So definitely just different ways to help navigate your emotions. And we can't always do it perfectly, but we can always just do the best we can do for that day. Just humor don't fit me. I'm still unsure. I struggle with rumination. In fact, I had no idea what it was until I looked it up, realizing I'm responsible for being in control of my emotions and how I deal with them or express them. Yeah, that's just that realization in itself is life-changing. And Wayne Dyer always talked about this. It's like having the awareness. When you have the awareness, that is like the most life-changing thing. And that's the first step. So that's absolutely beautiful. And I think many of us struggle with rumination and struggle with it more than we care to admit. Once you start listening to the thoughts that you're thinking, you really start to become aware. So thank you. Oh, this is so exciting. You guys are like chatting it up tonight. This is awesome. I'm so excited. I love it when you guys chit chat and like talk to me in the comments. Sunlight helps with rumination for me. Oh, that's awesome. Really, really good. All right, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about or write about. If you want to share, you're welcome to. But our next question, it is going to be, what are you releasing during this full moon? So I want to give us a little bit of time on this one. I don't want to rush through it. And I feel like 4 minutes might be too long. So let's do we're going to do this song. Okay, so we're going to go a little over 3 minutes. And I just want you to really think about and write about, think about all the things. What are you releasing during this full moon? What heaviness have you been feeling? What are you letting go of? Let's say goodbye. If you need a few more minutes, definitely take it. And if you want to continue this question beyond this, please do so. I think it's a really powerful question. And as you're writing it and you're writing with your pen, like literally think of the things you're releasing being drawn out of your body through your hand, through the pen into the paper and like gone out of you. Um, from Richard, I'm trying to understand that feel it, own it, release it, and move to another experience. Yeah. I mean, you definitely explained it, right? The emotion comes up, we feel it through, we accept the emotion. So instead of like pushing it away, if we're feeling the anger, instead of, the anger comes up, we feel it in our body. It's whatever feeling it is. For me, anger is normally like a rush, an electric feeling and a hot feeling. So I might feel that within my body. That's the emotion physically. I'll feel it instead of me sitting here. And this is literally what you explained to me. So I'm just saying it in a different way. I'm not sure if this is helpful for you, but I figured I might. Um, Instead of me sitting here thinking, oh, I shouldn't be angry. It's not okay that I'm angry. This is, I'm not allowed to be angry. Instead of having those thoughts, it's, yeah, I'm angry right now. I'm going to own it. I'm going to accept it. Yeah, I'm angry. That is the emotion that I feel. That is what's within me. I'm agitated. Yes, I'm angry. Um, and then after I feel the anger through, right? So when I sit here long enough and I just feel the anger, eventually I get tired of feeling it, basically. Or eventually I felt it for so long that it's not there to be felt, if that makes sense. And then I do that, and that's when I'm able to fully release it. And then I can move on to another emotion. So in a day, we feel many different emotions, right? And the more we can feel them through, then the less we end up being triggered by them in a sense, because they're not like within us underneath the surface, like waiting to jump up. So hopefully that helped. But you explained it beautifully. That's exactly what you're saying is exactly what can help you move through an emotion. From Sean, negative thoughts, feelings, and habits. I love it. From Drake, I'm releasing self doubt, guilt, shame, and anything that's holding me back from moving forward with my purpose. Beautiful. I love it. Richard, ascension symptoms. I will touch on this in a bit. Let me just finish going through these chat. Karabo, releasing the weight of negative self-talk and let go of toxic relationships, allow myself to forgive past regrets and release the burden of unforgiveness. So beautiful. I love that. And I'm sending, you got that. Like, yes, gone. Tom, anything that's still lingering and not healed from the last previous Capricorn full moon, beautiful attachment to outcomes, and instead focusing more on enjoying the process and having fun. I feel that attachment to outcomes, I feel you on that. I have that really strong. I just realized that this is a Capricorn full moon today, also like last month. Yeah. um, Releasing the need to control outcomes and trust in the universe's plans. By letting go, you create space for new beginnings and opportunities to emerge. Absolutely. Um, what we resist persists. Totally true. If you want to be enlightened, try being angry for 24 hours. um, cool. Releasing self-doubt, emotions, I guess. Yes. All right, cool. Releasing self-doubt. I can do things better. You could do things the best you can do them. Don't be too hard on yourself. I put the phone on my face and focus on the stone and worship it. Cool. For me, releasing so many different things. But a lot of it you guys touched upon, something similar, things that are keeping me from showing up in the way that I want to, previous pain, hurt, sadness, grief, um, my intense emotions, feeling agitated, this desire of attacking something, right? Instead of me coming at it with full force, it's really releasing to letting it happen and being open to just receiving. So that's where I am. So thank you all for sharing. I appreciate it. We are going to move on to our next question. And I'm so excited for this one because let's think of something good. Let's go. Let's switch up the vibe. With this question, I want you to think about what are you calling into your future? What is something new that is on its way to you? Have fun. Let's just make this lighthearted. And we're going to take about 3 minutes for this question. If you need a few more minutes, go ahead and take them. But some of the answers. So from Richard, from Sean, fulfillment in my relationships, family, significant other, friends, love it. Valerie, an unconditional love to thrive. Yes, yes, yes. Karabo, I feel it's right in my heart. Just started a new phase of a YouTube channel as well. Reactions and loving and at peace too. Amazing. So wish me luck. You're at 472 to hit a 500. You'll be at 500 in no time. So yes, wishing you luck. I'm glad you're loving it. Richard, your spiritual awakening could have been a disaster. I guess my question is, if it was a disaster and it got you to where you are now, could it have been a disaster? Right? Drake, my purpose, illuminating the truth. Amazing. Amelia, comfort and joy, laughing with your kids. Yes, yes, yes. So beautiful. For me, I am calling just a different financial situation in my future, whether that be I start a new job. I step into this boss energy and really thrive more with candle sales or Reiki sessions, whatever that be. But I'm definitely like a new financial situation is what I am calling into my future. From Tom, divine intervention, guidance, getting more in tune with my spiritual gifts. Amazing. I love that. Awesome, awesome. Thank you all for sharing. I truly appreciate it. And tonight I'll definitely send Reiki with the intention to help with all of the things that you're bringing in, calling into your future. Calling 6 million. Yes. that too. Let's go. Um, so our last question for this, and as you know, every time you do this with me, always the same. We're going to write to the full moon. And so with this one, normally with full moons, we celebrate, right? Normally new moons, we set intentions. We're going into the new cycle. We're writing about what we're planting, the seeds. And then with full moons, we're celebrating. We're celebrating what just happened. So I invite you tonight to write to the full moon, share whatever is on your heart, whatever it is you want to celebrate, anything else that you want to release, just talk to her, right? Just talk to the moon energy, and share your secrets in a sense. So we're going to let's see if I can find a song for 2 minutes. Give me 1 second, please. I'm thinking we take like two plus minutes on this. Let's do 2:47. And yeah, start writing to the full moon. Okay, that for me was a little too short. So please, if you need more time, by all means take it. I'm totally going to take more time to talk to the moon later. Um, how to heal from guilt. Derek, are you asking for advice on how to heal from it? Thank you, full moon, for showing us all our worth, healing all our self-doubts, replacing negative thought patterns with thoughts that serve us into blossoming into the infinite, prosperous, divine beings that we are. So beautiful, Tom. Dr. Lynn, thank you once again. What has been hidden was not only a surprise, but a marvelous healing for me. The sacred gifts one requires to move on with life in full confidence. Amazing. So beautiful. I'll share with you guys what I wrote to the full moon. I was just celebrating a journey that I went on when it came to the whole job search. and the clarity that I've received with that journey. And I'm just asking to have the full moon help me release the intensity that I'm feeling and the stress and pressure that I'm feeling and that I'm putting on myself. Um, I'm feeling like I'm in a very black or white type of space, which is not true. And I don't need to be there. And I don't know if being there is helping me move forward or if it's not. But I'm definitely just asking for that help. Yes, advice, please. I feel strongly guilty since 1 month. I can't get go of this feeling. Okay, I'll come back to that in 1 second. Um, Healing any lack in our conscious or subconscious mind, helping us realize there is no lack, only abundance, and that money is as abundant as the air we breathe. Yes, Tom. Yes. Love it. Love it. Love it. Let's go. Thank you, full moon, to bring new blessings into my life, to seek a better future with light, love, and prosperity with gratitude. So, so, so beautiful. You guys have like the most beautiful messages to the full moon. Derek, when it comes to healing, get healing from guilt. I feel like this goes back to what Richard had explained earlier in the sense of, like, for me, my go-to is journaling. It's always journaling, or it could be talking to myself. I'm just a very visual, tactile kind of person. And um very tactile kind of person. And so for me, like writing things out. And so I think if you can dive into what the guilt is, the guilt that you're feeling, and just explore within yourself, like get to the root of the guilt in a sense, and then figure out ways to forgive and release the guilt. I think that may be of help. Worries of money must not be in one space. Understood, it should not be. However, it's very, very prevalent in mine, and I'm doing my best. But yeah, it's been a journey. Taking charge and going for gold again. The full moon has taught me to create emotional boundaries and why they lacked in the first place. Yes, awesome. Thank you for breathing life into us, full moon, and rising the tides of feeling whole. Hold on, I can't see this word. Wholeness and safety within us. You got it. Thank you so much. Okay, cool. I'm glad that was helpful for you, Derek. Yeah. It's like I feel like guilt and anger are the two things that, they're like poison inside of us in a sense of like nobody else feels the amount of guilt that you feel. No one else feels the amount of anger. I mean, I guess that's like every emotion. Nobody outside of you can feel how you feel it exactly. Um, and so sometimes we have to just work, like chip away at it and work on it. There's this one, a friend of mine this girl I worked with years ago had taught me this, and I forget what it's in reference to. You guys may remember the name of it, but um, it's imagining a spiral staircase, right? So like if something happens to us, if we're upset with something, it's like we're at the bottom of the staircase and we feel all these emotions so intensely. And then the more we work through it, the more that we process the feelings, feel the feelings, etc., we start walking up the staircase, and that thing may still be there, but the further away we get from the bottom, the less intense it is. And so I think of that when it comes to like loss and grief and just any really intense emotion or thing that happened in our lives. The more we go through it, yes, it might still be there, but the trigger isn't as intense. It doesn't poke us as much. Um, Yeah, so Tom was suggesting, Derek, the person who asked for guilt, look into healing shame and also inner child healing. Those are really good too. I think I have a few videos on my channel too when it comes. I definitely have something for inner child healing for sure. And I do think I have a few things about guilt. So if you go to my channel and you like search, you should find something for guilt. Um, it's almost like programmed to us. Yeah. How do you get to the space we met you at? Because it seems like when you started this, it was supposed to be the plan. Are you working on plan B? From Tom, for the guilt, you didn't do anything wrong. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for the person you had to become in the state of survival. Yeah, absolutely. Just release it. Guilt can be tricky, I understand, but you'll get through it. Dr. Lynn, you're talking about me. How did I get to the space? Um, how did I get into the space? I mean, I've been in this place for the last year and a half. Just I had a goal, and what I was hoping would be the outcome of it hasn't been the outcome of it. And my savings is in a different place. So sometimes you have to do something else in order to still go after the dream. And sometimes there's this one book that I'm reading. I've told you guys about it before. It's like reality transurfing, and it talks about pendulums. And when we are so fixated on something because the importance is so high, we actually push it away from us. And I know in many instances for me, my importance is so high. Everything I'm doing right now, the importance is so high. And so I think in many ways it does keep pushing it away from me. And it's just the nature of it. Like I have to live. Like I have to be able to survive and like pay bills and stuff. You know what I mean? So if that means taking on a job outside in order to relieve the importance and the pressure, then that's what it is. And then who knows what kind of space it would open for everything else to come through. So I share this too because I feel like we're in this space where people think like, oh, we should be able to do things. And there's so many illusions and there's so many like people also just lying about like what they're doing and how things are happening or how much money they're making and stuff. And there's nothing wrong with working on your passion while also still having another income. I actually think it makes it better and it makes it easier. And that's what I was doing for like since 2017. I've been trying to work on my passion and I had another income until 2023. And there's pluses. I understand both sides of it now, right? I understand what it's like to live without the extra income and I know what it's like to live with it. So yeah, that's just what it is. Just be a Capricorn with an insane work ethic. Interesting. I've been getting into quantum jumping. Yeah, but that's not what you want. I know, Dr. Lynn, is not what I want, but maybe I have to just do something else in order to get what I want. I don't know. I've been wanting to have my cake and eat it too for the last year and a half. I really have. And we'll just see. We'll just see. I appreciate that you wish me to have what I want. I truly appreciate it. Um, cool. So yeah, so that's me. That's really what's going on. And why I'm singing the tune that I'm singing. And if you talk to me in 2 weeks, I might be singing a different tune. So we're all allowed to change our minds, go through stuff, figure things out, try to figure out what's best for ourselves. And I just share all this to you so you know, like you like it's good. Um we're gonna move into our Reiki session, but before I move into the Reiki session, I just want to touch upon cake. Eat that cake, girl. All right, I'll bake it too. No, we'll see what happens. It's not a bad place to be in, but thank you for your concern and for your well wishes. And like, I really appreciate you encouraging me, and it's nice. It's a nice motivation for me. So thank you. All right, so I know some of you guys joined after I had talked about this in the beginning, and if you watched on the replay, you would have already heard this, but I created a school group and it's called Reiki Healing and Meditations. And I created it because I want us all to come together so that like Derek can ask a question to all of us about guilt and all of us can contribute and share our perspectives and share advice and somebody else can ask a question and we're all gathering together on this journey of empowerment and becoming our authentic selves and healing together and we can all talk. So I created a school group. I'm also going to be doing things like tea time where it's like a hangout. You can have a coffee or tea, whatever you want, but like you can sit and ask me questions and it'll be a Q&A and I'll do live Reiki sessions and do some meditations and, bring up different topics and different tools that I think could help you. We can talk about human design. We can talk about astrology charts, like all these different aspects. Uh, my camera died. Hold on, guys. All right, can you guys hear me? See me? My back? My camera died. I'm sorry. Um, okay, cool. We're back. So thank you, thank you. So I'm creating this school group because I genuinely want us all to be able to come together and help each other and be able to chat. Like, I want to talk to you guys more. So I'm going to throw the link again in here. It's going to be free to join for like the next week. So if you want to be part of it, definitely join for free. After that, I'm going to end up just charging a monthly rate, like basically a cup of coffee. Like, I'm not going to charge you anything insane, but whatever you join in on, like if you join this week, you will have lifetime access for free as long as you don't leave the group. So as long as you stay in there for however long I keep the group up for, you will always have it for free. And then moving forward, if, whatever the monthly rate ends up being, like I'm saying, when I say I'm going to charge, like I'm saying, like literally a cup of coffee. So I'm going to throw the school group in here. If you guys follow Aaron Dowdy or, um, like Quasi, other people like that, they utilize school. And there's a lot of different things I can do. Like we could do meditation challenges on there in a different type of way. Like everything will be in the platform. But mostly, I just want this to be a place where we all get to gather, we all get to connect, we all get to hang out, and you guys get to share all of your knowledge as well. Um, and be helpful to each other because it's hard to not hard, but it's easier to go through things when you have those people behind you. And like sometimes you can save on all the trial and error when you have somebody who went through the journey and they're like, hey, this is what I went through. Well, I suggest that you try that. Um, yeah. So this is the school group link. I threw it in the chat. If you'd like to join, I'm going to add it into the description. I'm realizing I didn't. So I would love to have you join me. Like I said, after this next week, I will start charging a monthly fee just because we're going to be doing live Reiki. We're going to be doing meditations. We're going to be doing Q&As. Like you're going to be getting a lot of me more in the way than I am here on YouTube, especially now that I'm not doing the daily videos. So I'd love to see you there. That's the link. I hope you join. Let's get into this Reiki meditation. So, what is Reiki? I'm going to give you guys my spiel just in case if you've never heard it before. Reiki is an energy healing modality in which energy is sent via the hands. I am not the one doing the healing. I am just channeling this healing through. And so the Reiki energy is talking to your soul and it is going exactly where you need it. So you may feel it anywhere in your body. It might feel like tingling. It might feel like waves of energy. It might feel like cooler, warm sensations. You may see colors. You may see shapes. You might gulp hard. Your stomach might gurgle. It feels different every single time. But hopefully tonight, after the next 10 minutes or so, you're just going to feel really calm, really at peace, really relaxed. So with the meditation, the Reiki healing, yeah, tonight we're doing Reiki healing. I'm not going to walk you through a meditation, but you're welcome to receive the Reiki laying down or staying seated. So I invite you now to get comfortable. If you're somebody who gets cold, I definitely invite you to grab a blanket. You could just start taking a few deep breaths. I'm going to take some deep breaths with you guys. And just allow yourself to get centered in this moment. And so with tonight's Reiki healing, we're going to be using a few different crystals. I'm going to bring in some hematite. I'm going to bring in celestite, and I'm blanking out on this right now, but it's barite on, I want to say it's on cerussite, something like that. So we're going to tap into these, and you could just take some deep breaths. I'm going to start playing some music. When we're done, you're going to hear me do this. And then I will slowly bring you back, and there's no reason to rush. So, yeah. You can slowly start to come back to this moment, becoming aware of your body, gently wiggling your fingers and toes. And then, whenever you're ready, maybe take a quick stretch and slowly open your eyes and come back to this present moment. Ah, I didn't share my audio, huh? I played music. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize that I wasn't sharing again. So sorry if that was awkward without music, but um this one's a cappella. It'll be good though. My apologies. My apologies. That was my mistake. Um Felt it in my solar plexus and third eye. Amazing. Thank you. I'm calm now after a lot of yawning and my ears were buzzing. Amazing. It still works. Yes, the Reiki will still work. It'll still work without the music. It's hopefully for those of you who don't like music and like to be in silence, this was a nice treat. Sean, I miss your daily videos. Yes, I'm sorry. I miss the what happens when I post daily videos on YouTube for my channel. However, I still just need a little bit of a break. Not saying I won't get back to daily. Right now, I'm doing my best to do a video every 3 days. Um, yeah, I just gotta get my act together, man. I'm glad that you imagined the music. Amazing. Because I just sent you Reiki healing, I do ask that you drink some water as it will help with realigning your chakras and just the healing that you received. And I'm actually extremely thirsty. The Sean Paul song randomly popped into my head. The one that goes, I got the right temperature. That's awesome. Um, so yeah, I hope you guys all sleep absolutely amazing tonight. Do you have any other questions, any other things that you want to talk about before I sign off on this? And as I'm waiting for you guys to throw questions in the chat, I just want to invite you again to join the group. It'll be fun. Like these lives are so fun. So just imagine all of us in a group together. We could talk about all the spiritual stuff. We could also talk about crystals and that kind of things. Um, yeah, you're very welcome. Any new candles? All right. So I'm gonna give y'all a sneak peek. Um, I'm creating 3 new candles, and this is like my first one ever, and it's not great at all, but I was also testing it out at a market yesterday. So I'm creating a matcha latte candle, a coffee candle, and a mocha candle. And you can't tell, but there are ice cubes in here. This one I've been burning for quite a bit, so it just looks like a green candle. But yeah, I'm exciting. I'm excited. So the jar is actually going to be different than the one that you see me holding in my hand. And I'm going to have a limited amount for the first launch, but I'm in the process of just testing the wicks. I figured out the fragrances, just really mastering the design of how to make them and making sure that I have the right wick size. Like if you can tell. So for those of you who who don't know about candles, this candle doesn't have the right wick size. So I'll teach you right now. We know that because the way in which the candle's burning and the pool that it has. So if you can see here, like the candle's melting on this side, but on this side, it is barely melting at all. So the wick is too small for this jar. Um, so I have 2 other wicks that I need to test in the new jars. And once I finish those it'll be released. So we'll have coffee, mocha, and matcha latte. They smell divine. They are so much fun. So thank you for asking about that. I think, and then I also put on my website, like a meditation candle set. So if you want, they're the little chakra candles. you can get like a set of 10 or 20, and then you can burn each one a day while you meditate. They last about 31 minutes. So if you're doing a 31 meditation, you can light it, or you can light it 3 times and do like 10-minute meditations and watch the flame. So I have those on my website too now. Do I believe in aliens? I'm open. Like, I do believe that there are other entities out there that we can connect into. So like, yeah, I believe that there's other, I mean, we are aliens, aren't we? Like to somebody else, we would be an alien, right? It's like, what's the definition of an alien? But yes, I do believe that there is other energy around there outside of us. Like Earth isn't the only thing, for sure. Valerie, yay, looking forward to more Reiki videos and lives. Yay, yay, definitely join us in the school group because that'll be where there's even more. Of course, Sean, thank you for being here. Coffee, yes. Um, yeah, star seeds from other galaxies. I mean, here's the question for you, and this would totally be something I would love for us to chat about in the school group. Do you believe that all of us are star seeds, or do you think that some of us are star seeds and some of us are like NPCs? Or like, yeah, like, do you think that every single person has a mission and is a star seed, or do you think that some of us are just coming here to experience the world, right? Jake said, I'm an NPC. If you say so. You're asking questions, so I'm curious if you are an NPC. You're thinking. Um, I love matcha latte and mocha. Yay! Yes, yes, yes. They're gonna smell so, so, so good. So I'm really excited for y'all to get your hands on it. Um, yeah, probably not. There's a bunch of NPCs out there. Yeah. I always wonder that. I always, for whatever reason, I just default and think that everybody like is a star seed, or like everybody has something there, but like I might totally just be wrong. And that's just, I don't know. I have no idea. But do I believe in the chosen ones? I'm not sure if I believe in the chosen ones. I'm a psychology major, and I do believe that through like people can easily be manipulated. Like I think of that place, oh, I'm blanking on his name right now, where they drank the Kool-Aid, right? Everybody went and they all drank the Kool-Aid. Um, you ask because it's the trend lately. Yeah, like I don't know, man. Like I personally have a hard time ever thinking like, oh, I'm a chosen one and you need to whatever. Like I'm very much so in the space of every single person has this power and needs to connect to their own thing inside of them. And like we are each individually have a voice and stuff, and like minimize us looking outside and like just blindly following somebody. So I'm not sure. And I'm not sure if I believe in chosen ones. I don't know. I'm half and half. Um, yeah, there definitely has to be a couple NPCs for sure. For sure. I've been getting a bunch of chosen one videos and keep seeing one for four. I'm not versed in enough, honestly. Like I'm like when you guys are saying like it's trending right now, I'm in the dark. I live under a rock. I don't know in what aspect it's being circulated, but if anybody ever is like this was one of the things that put me off about somebody who does like health stuff. They were basically like they're the only one who can do this and they're the only one who's receiving the guidance. And I'm just like, but there are other people who do too. Um Wifey is a psychology major, yeah. The 14400, I think it is. I'll have to look into it. I felt like an old soul since I was a child. I just need things. That's amazing. Yeah. Really, really here. I'm gonna have to start living under a rock. I don't know. I don't know if living under a rock is the best thing because then when you come across like me, I just don't know stuff. Um, but in order for me to be able to show up in the way that I do, I kind of have to. just minimize my consumption because energetically it does throw me off. And then it takes me a little bit sometimes to come back around. But yeah, um, oh, I think that's all I got. I think that's everything. Join me in the school group so we can have conversations like this and really like nerd out. But I hope this Reiki healing helped you. I hope you feel immensely better. I'm gonna keep going through this feeling of like wanting to do stuff and wanting to sit still. Um, and just like write it out. And so, but thank you for being here with me. Thank you for allowing me to share what's going on with me with you. I genuinely appreciate you all. And I'll be back live again for the new moon. And if you, like I said, if you want to start, I'm going to be doing a live next week, this upcoming week in the school group. So join us there. And thank you always for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for sharing your vulnerability. Thank you for being with me. I appreciate you guys so much. And yeah, have a good night. Bye.